So we're about to talk about vortexes and toroids. Is that how you say it? I'm new to distant science, but hopefully I can say something. He's just reading out of a book, like a published book called "Giving Physicality to Space," or sorry, Universal Spacetime Theory. Yeah, just electron, particle matter, just electrons, protons. I always thought that an atom was made up of electrons, protons, and neutrons, um, but yeah, forces. Sorry, toruses. So yeah, and vortexes. I was always, keen on like a vortex, like my psychedelic use. But anyway, so the etheron. I mean, yeah, the etheron. It just looks like the fucking tree of life. Like it literally like looks exactly like the tree of life, if that's what it is. This fucking. I mean, there's something like that's like a square one, but then the other one. So this etheron stuff. Says space-time levels of the universe, definition of dark matter and dark energy. Definition of dark matter and dark energy. So somehow they're enforcing these physicists that this dark matter is proportional to how much um, force bits are giving a look of matter bits. So the force bits are the force bits have laws, and these laws establish certain elements that are more complex than just that, like the definition of magnetism or the definition of gravity. It's something that is just like we can compartmentalize it as like yes, the force bits have yes, the force bits have laws that they have to go by, and that I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, that's good. Let's focus on facts, Mister Dissident Science. So that's pre-Socrates. I mean, I don't know. Is that pre-Socrates? Yeah, I read a sacred geometry book. Like I got into sacred geometry after high school, and a lot of like my biology teacher got me into it, and he got me into a lot of conspiracy theories too. But the sacred geometry, he gave me this sacred geometry book, and it was talking about all these, I guess, um, pre pre-existing philosophers or scientists philosophers, I guess, but they were always this. That's when sacred geometry was, its biggest, and um, talking about like I was big into the like what is that? I can't remember what that fucking thing is. It's supposed to exist in like all of the universe. It's all this just I don't know. So basically, all of this there's just so much complexity to um, the force bits, and it's like if everything were circles. I mean, I really do want to get into experiments, like just any experiments for kids on physics. So we were just talking about what was happening in 500 BC about sacred geometry and everything, and then it turned into etherons and fucking E equals MC fucking squared. So how the fuck would a toroid, like this fucking tree of life looking goddamn thing, flow? Like, I mean, if it's supposed to be a subatomic structure, right? Because it doesn't. I mean, I guess it is an atomic structure. Maybe it's not a subatomic one, but it's made of subatomic um, elements as such as electrons, right? Like, why is the only question that physicists are asking is why are the force bits creating like exactly like they can't fucking it just doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Vortices in nature, such as a tornado, that's very fucking important. A hurricane is very fucking important. So, what do you have to say about it? Oh. So it's almost like something that is such as static, which they want to apply to etherons and ether theory, like or the idea of static. It's almost like, well, you know, what are you just really like a walking god of physics? Like, are you really just like a walking god since, you're just going to apply something like physics to, or static to, like ether, and energy waves. I mean, frequency may be different. If we're just trying to say that frequency is what's happening, and not frequency of the force bits is what's happening, and not uh fuck man, I don't know. But basically, I'm trying to say like, it's easier to apply like this geometry stuff to like what's going on with our body than it is to this ether stuff. So there is some importance to it. I'm just saying for space travel. Torex. Now that was what was the big hit in Thrive, the Thrive documentary, which was all about a resourceful economy, and the Torex. That was the fucking shit. Element, elementary physics. I wonder if Charles Darwin was a mathematician. I guess that would I mean the Drake equation guy was I guess sort of the Drake equation. The Drake equation came after evolutional theory, or the Drake, yeah, fuck. Like, I see the Drake equation as just obviously some diluted concept of evolution. And again, dealing with the biology and not the chemistry and the properties of such. Yeah, space time obstacle like the asteroid belt. So I was listening to an argument earlier on YouTube, like this week, about, I guess, an obstacle, like a universal obstacle when we're talking about, space travel and everything. How will we basically get out of the fucking asteroid belt? I mean, we'd have to destroy it. So, nuclear physics has its place. It has a thorax. Is that how you say it? Like that fucking electromagnetic field. Like it's like going like this through the fucking goddamn Earth, and that's what gravity is, and then it's just space time. Or it looks like a fucking crystal ball. It's like this guy holding up a fucking thorax or whatever. It's was just huge in Thrive documentary. So yeah, I am interested in the math. I'm just I guess trying to decide whether or not the math is more important than the experimentation. Um, like is hands-on learning more important than actual learning or memorization? So yeah, that's kind of just. I know that was a short video. I think I got it to around 30 minutes, but I just want to continue this process and not be a sheep. But I don't want to be a wolf either. I want to actually use my brain power, like for the good, for the for the force of good, and yeah. So there was just this thing at work, and I'm sort of omitting the fact that I have already victimized, a good person, and like speaking out or having a job and speaking out and trying to exercise freedom of speech and all of this stuff is really like I've always thought that I was trying like I had a lesson to give to somebody, and it's just like a fucking like an obstacle that somebody is addicted to, and whatever this particular woman got into, it's just like, man, I just fucked up like 1.5 years of her working there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how fucking. So I don't fucking know, man. But I like I like this dissident science guy. I mean, it's a little better. I mean, it was obviously a little. I don't know if he was promoting this book or if he was promoting his stuff in the very beginning of the video, but it is cool and it's something to look forward to. Just the idea that the math equations have its purpose, and um, I don't know, maybe if this dissident science guy could talk, if he could talk about some experimentation more or less, that would be cool. So hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, it was really short, so I suck, but I really don't have much to say, obviously. Thank you for watching.